welcome back to Breaking Down the Barriers. I'm Fitz Houston. Today, we're doing this is a Monologue 3 demonstration. Now, Monologue 3, I have 3 actors who are former students of mine who are performing a simple monologue that I use whenever I'm casting something that I wrote. And what I use to find out who can play the most emotional parts is it's a pretty simple monologue, but it goes through a violent reflection, and each person's personal reaction to emotions and personal traumas that comes into play whether or not you can deliver the monologue or not. Some people block it, some people let it go. You got to be able to take whatever it is and get to where that point is. Now, you really don't know what the director is looking for or the casting person. You just need to be true to what the monologue is. Now, the main goal, these 3, is 2 actors and an actress. The main goal, I said 2 things. I said, 1, make it real to you. And whatever real is, go 110% commitment to that emotion. Because once you know where too much is, it's easy for the director to say, you know what, oh, that's great, now I just need you to tone down a little bit. It's much easier to tone down than it is to keep doing take after take, trying to get you to reach the point and you never get there, because now the director thinks you can't get there. When you knock their socks off the first take, giving all you've got, hey, they might actually say, wow, keep that, do it again, because you never know. So don't be cautious, give all you got first, let them decide, man, I love that, do exactly what you just did. And because sometimes, like I said, they may love too much. You thinking it's too much, and they think it's perfect. So never go less, go more, and let them pull back. Now, that's the assignment you're about to see. These 3 actors and actresses, they're going to perform it back to back. And I told them to do whatever it is. When you get on the floor, roll, throw things, kick, the motions that they're supposed to hit is at some point rage, uncontrollable rage. Now, again, this is not an emotion you just pull out your pocket when you want to use it. Rage is rage, anger, tears, emotional trauma. Any of the heavy emotions have to have an emotional prep before you do the monologue, so that you can bring all that emotion into the monologue. And so here I'll give you 3 auditions, well, actually not auditions, the 3 exercises on emotional commitment to a monologue. Check it out.
What do you mean? You understand? You can't begin to understand my life and what I've gone through. You sit there, Miss High and Mighty, and you have the nerves to judge me! You better check yourself. I've done every single thing I can to avoid this lifestyle. You think I had a choice? Well, I didn't. Seeing him night after night, coming home, slapping, punching her, anything he wanted to do. After that last night, I took a vow, it would never, never, never happen again. I put my life on it. I waited one night, Ray was happy at his home, as usual, drunk from the liquor store. And I waited in the dark, and I kept waiting, and I waited, and I waited, until the time came. He thought this was just going to be a usual night. He thought he was going to be able to punch and kick her and slap her and do every freaking degrading thing he can to her. Well, I jumped out. That's when it started. And I pushed him, get him, I can't do it anymore. He just laid there. He just laid there. He just laid there. And he was limp. He wasn't moving. And he just laid there limp. And that's all I remember. That's all I remember.
What do you mean you understand? You can't begin to understand my life and what I've been through. You sit there, Miss High and Mighty. You're gonna judge me? You better check yourself. I've done everything I can. Done everything I can to avoid this lifestyle. Think I chose to grow up this way? You think I had a choice? Well, I didn't. Hearing her slap, hearing him slapping her and beating her night after night, think I had a choice on hearing that? Well, I didn't. And after the last time, I vowed that I would make him pay for every time he hit on her. One night, I heard him coming home from the liquor store, drunk as usual. That night, this was going to be one night that he wouldn't hit on her anymore. I waited. And then he walked by. Hit him! Again and again and again and again and again and again and again till I couldn't swing anymore. He just laid there limp.
What do you mean you understand? You can't even begin to understand my life and what I've gone through. You sit there, Miss High and Mighty, have the nerve to judge somebody. You need to check yourself. I've done everything I can to change my life. All right? You think this is the way I wanted to grow up. You think I had a choice. Well, I didn't. Seeing him arguing night after night, him slapping and beating on her. Well, I vowed that for the last time, he was going to suffer for every single time he put his hand on her. One night I caught him coming home from the liquor store, drunk as usual. And I said, "You're not going to beat her on her again." I picked up a 2x4. I waited for him to pass by. I did. I grabbed I couldn't hit him no more. He just laid there limp. That's all I remember.
Hey, so now you understand you three completely different performances. Now, somebody says, "Well, that wasn't good. That wasn't right. She did right. He did wrong." You can't say right or wrong, because the problem is, unless you're in the casting person's head and know exactly what they're looking for, all three of those performances were a commitment from each performer's point of view. Now, when it comes to casting, obviously whoever looks the closest to the part, whoever brings the intensity that is along the lines of what the director is looking for, you get cast. So you can't really try to outguess what they want. You just got to go in there and do the best you can do, 100%, 110% of whatever it is. The casting director will automatically notice your commitment. Even if you don't get the part, they'll be moved by, wow, this person truly commits to what they're doing. That's the key. Because if they know you come in there confident time after time, and whatever it is they give you to audition for, you're going to throw down 110%. They love to see that, because now it's just a numbers game as to when you'll get cast. It's not about that you were wrong. It's by the fact that you come in confident and you're about to throw down with some serious performance and go for it. All right, so thanks so much for tuning in to Breaking Down the Barriers. This episode of Monologue Demonstration of Attacking the Heavy Emotions. This was Monologue 3. We'll be back for more monologues and some other discussions in the acting field. Like I said before, how to bring tears and get your emotional commitment going, all that good stuff, emotional preps and all the other debates. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Breaking Down the Barriers. I'll see you next time. Fitz Houston, so long.